Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
To throw, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kroll. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. He'll be stopped at the... Seven, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Quarterback making checks. White wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't fulfill.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and press the committee so they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on...
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Manning. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the back. White going to attack through the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
Caught behind the line. It's Sands. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And for free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10.
Brings it out to the 13. South Carolina Gamecocks will take over first and 10.
He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. White wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Jacobs. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
White going to attack through the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the score! And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds the tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical...
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is
there he goes. Running inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
White wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sands. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Power football with the run. Knocked down for the tackle. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep football was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Pulls it, fired complete. Got some room to run. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Turning it on. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Gets the back moving. White wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Sands. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Davidson. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rowe. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He might want another play. White going to attack through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. At the 40, there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
14.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Harbor. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Huge loss on the play. Brings up second down.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Hornet.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
White wants to throw it. He's got him this time. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks are marching down the field.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Wants to keep it in the air. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throws it back. Under fire. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Release to the back. Makes the grab, it's Davidson. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. White going to attack through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Another incompletion on third down.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, still going. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and gets the defense off guard.
From the gun. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. White wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Harvard. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Bring in the heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. White going to attack through the air. The quick out.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
To the air on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the run, it's Davidson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
White wants to throw it. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
White going to attack through the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've been as advertised in the passing game, and that's carrying them now to holding their spot in the top 10 and keeping that eye on the playoff, guys.
No doubt, and especially, man, when you make those late-season, big-time wins, top 10 wins, boy, do you put an exclamation point on your ranking. Nice job ending this. We got to end the season strong, Bob.
Yeah, and they've thrown it well all season long, too, David, but you just keep wondering, is the other shoe going to drop at some point, or are they just going to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
White wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.